Hey everyone, it's Sam with Keylight Collective here today. Today I'm going to show you how to create a interactive voice response automation to handle phone calls that are coming into your business and how to get rid of the spammers that call you day and night. So first, what we're going to do is after you log in, you'll get to your dashboard. You'll go down on the left-hand side of your navigation to automation. You'll see here that we already have an IVR created, but we're going to create it from scratch because we want to add a few things that aren't necessarily included. So we're going to use a recipe. We're just going to use a basic IVR recipe. Now with this recipe, you'll see the trigger is whenever someone calls your phone, your associated phone number, it triggers this automation. So go ahead and cancel that. So now once the automation is triggered, they get a welcome message to the caller. And in here we can select which kind of welcome message they get. So welcome to TBF. We can select a woman or a man's voice. This is more of like a robotic automated voice. And then we can have it loop once or several times. Now for the second message, and now when this plays, it just goes from the first action to the second action. That's what these are. First action, second action, without really missing a beat. So the customer on their side won't hear the pause, a long pause or anything. So it'll play welcome to TBF, and then it'll say press 1 to hear a list of services. Press 2 to leave a voicemail, or press 3 to talk to our team. And then we go down here and we get the caller's input. So when they press 1, 2, 3, it goes to these 3 options. So the first one is list of services. The second, if they press 2, they record a message for the caller. It records a voicemail. And then option 3, they're transferred to an agent or an associate salesperson. If they don't select anything, then it goes on down here and it just loops that same menu. And if they don't input anything again, then it takes them to this and says you have not selected a valid option. This call will now be disconnected. And then it hangs up. So you or your business is never really bothered by those spam calls. Now, how can we improve upon this? This is a great basic start for a IVR recipe, but I'm going to show you a couple of things that we've added to help add value to our customers. The first item that we've added is an if-else statement. So here we're going to check to see if the person calling is a lead or a customer. Or contact type is customer. So we'll save that. Now, if they are a lead or a customer, we don't want to take them down this tree. So we will move everything that's down that tree over to the right-hand side. So if they're not a customer or they're not a lead, it's already in our system, then we'll move all actions from here to here. Now, what we want to do is assign a user. Okay, so you'll select yourself or you'll select whoever is in the company that wants to be the main point of contact for new leads, and then save action. Good deal. And now what you're going to do, now we're going to do this. Connect to call, and we'll assign it to assigned user. We have other advanced settings, detect voicemail, record call, etc. But we're just going to use the basic settings. So now when that person who's an existing customer, they'll be assigned a user or an associate of the company, and then they'll be redirected or forwarded. Their call will be forwarded to that person's phone number. So if we go in here and say they're at, say they already exist, so we need to, and we don't want to step on any of the salespeople's toes. So if they've already been helped by a salesperson, they have a salesperson already associated with them, then we will toggle this and only apply to unassigned contacts. So then it would assign me to that contact if they do not have an assigned person. Save action. So we've done that. We've figured out this tree over here. Now once they're connected, it ends this automation for them. Now the next little add that we've made, the next little edit that we've made to add value to people and to ease the experience of the customer is once the customer has listened to your list of services, there's no way for them to get back here, right? So what we've done is we've added this function, this action, go to. So we save that, and then we want it to just go back up here to number 1, collect input from caller. After they're taken back here and essentially put in a loop again, then they'll be able to make an educated decision of where they want to go. Now they can decide if they want to leave a voicemail or if they want to be transferred directly to an agent, sales associate. So what we've added here is once they are added to the voicemail, that's great. They can leave a voicemail if they don't, especially if it's after hours, they don't want to call someone. Once they leave that voicemail, then that's great. We need to follow up with them and keep them in our system. So what we're going to do is we're going to add them to a workflow. So add to workflow. And the particular workflow that we're going to send them to is the advanced missed call text back workflow. Okay, so for this one, we are also going to assign a contact. So assign to user. There we go. Save action. Good deal. Now transfer to agent. So we'll do that. So we'll transfer it to the agent. Now with all of these, what we like to do when we're creating an automation, we will edit the actions to be more precise and specific with what they're doing. So like for this one, transfer call to assigned user, or in this case, transfer call to Dwight Schrute. So it's easier when you're going back in here, you understand, it's easier for you or someone else on your team to understand what's happening at a glance rather than having to click in here and looking at the action specifically. We add this, so we'll copy that action, we'll add it here. Again, we'll copy this action, we'll add it here. The ultimate goal of this is to weed out all of the automated robocallers from this. So we add a enable D&D. So what we'll do is we'll enable D&D for all channels. Save. And then what next we'll do is delete the contact. Now, why do we delete the contact? So we delete the contact so it doesn't fill up your inbox. So imagine you have, hundreds or tens of clients, and you have many conversations going with them all the time. But say you get 5 spam calls a day. Well, that quickly fills up your inbox in the system. So without deleting those spam calls, it's hard to find the true customers, the true leads that actually matter. And that's why we go in and delete the contact. That's it for today. I hope I helped you create a better IVR that can help you weed out spam messages, and help clear out your inbox and clear out your mind so you can focus on your job, so you can focus on your family and your friends. Thank you. Have a good one.